can't have a winning volleyball team without a striking libero to bring the defensive heat, and this is just the skill set senior Kelsey Wicinski brings to the court.
Short serve and another ace for the Seminoles.
Growing up in a family of volleyball players and her dad having played college football, it was clear even at an early age her future was set.
I grew up playing in the backyard. Like, we would be diving in the grass, and I'd go to the gym with them and practice, and I'd be like 7 years old playing up like with my sister.
Rooted in those backyard family contests grew her dream of one day playing in college.
Because I'm from the Midwest, the Big Ten is huge. And also, my sister played at Michigan State, so I knew I kind of wanted to go into the Big Ten. It's one of the best volleyball conferences.
Out of high school, Wicinski realized her dream, signing with Big Ten competitor, the University of Maryland.
Volleyball, Big Ten, awesome! Like, sign me up, I get to play volleyball.
But after suffering one injury after the other, Wicinski felt she needed a change.
My concussion lasted a lot longer than it should have. I would feel okay, and then the next day I wouldn't be able to sleep. I'd be shaking, throwing up, so that was really difficult. It was just so bad that I really got to see who supported me, who was there for me.
With courage and determination to find her place, she decided to transfer to FSU for her senior year.
I sent CP, like, my letter, and he responded back. It was like, oh, this is perfect. Like, we're graduating a libero. Like, we would love for you to come in for 1 year. And it was really hard to find a coach that was so supportive of me coming for just a year and so willing to, like, put time into it. So it kind of just all fell into place, and it was the only visit I took, and I was like, this is it. This is my home.
Wicinski found her family of teammates as soon as she threw on that Seminoles uniform, and now she will forever bleed garnet and gold.
Like, the first time I stepped on the court here at Florida State, I was tearing up, and I was like, this is just so cool.
She immediately connected with powerhouse outside hitter Peyton Caffrey, who is also a transfer from West Virginia.
It was weird. Like, as soon as I saw her walking out of her apartment, I was like, oh gosh, like, we are about to be like very close. Like, I could just tell by the way that, like, she like smiled at me, and we were like, I was like, oh no, like, that's my new best friend. It's crazy. We just kind of were sharing each other's experiences about our schools and like why we transferred, what had happened, all that stuff. And somehow it was like similar, like very similar issues.
As best friends, Caffrey and Wicinski push each other to stay positive through every trial.
I have been able to take the role here of just kind of being the, like, rah-rah person, and that's been a big contribution. Or, like, if it's a tough day in practice, I'll just say a joke.
She's our Energizer bunny, so like when she has energy, it's like the team's feeding off of hers. When I get in a funk, like, she'll come up to me like, Peyton, you've got this, like, we need you right now, like, you have to get out of your funk, you can do this, just be positive.
That same spirit convinced Wicinski the end of this season would be a bit too early to leave the place she now calls home. After graduation, she will return to the team next fall as a graduate assistant, while also pursuing a master's degree in sport management. But that's not her only reason for staying.
Maybe I'll get into coaching, but really my main passion, I would say, is just kind of helping other athletes, and especially women athletes, through the stuff that I have gone through and the lessons that I've learned, and be able to help them get through certain things. And I've been able to put it in place with some of the girls here on the team already, and I would just love to continue to let that go on after I graduate.
I'm Alexandra Blackwell for Seminole Sports Magazine.